Death. Run from it. Hide from it. Hide and go seek tag/tickle fight with it. No matter what you do, like a dark cloud, it rolls over. Always watching until one day you wake up. And everything will be black.
Or maybe not, I don't know. But what I do know is that death comes for us all. And one day, I'm gonna do an epic autism swag moment and go out like a champion. So I need an epic autism swag burial to go with it. And if you're in the same boat, what are you gonna do with your body when you die? Here's some options from all around the world. Let's start simple with cremation. It's getting more and more common to do something with the ashes other than just sit in an urn all day. Goddamn freeloaders. Examples such as making jewelry by compressing the ashes into crystals or diamonds to always carry them with you. Some people make glass art like sculptures, orbs, or paperweights to remember them by. Don't turn me into a paperweight. Go with the orb. Anytime you brew over my death, just like, yeah, he's in the other room pondering his orb. Give him space. He needs it. Hey buddy, what'd you see in the orb today? Still dead. Oh, all right. Good talk. Good talk. Many places now make tattoos with ashes, mixing in the ash with the ink. Although it must be done carefully because the risk of infection can be higher. But people find it's worth it to get a piece of their loved ones with them forever. That's gonna put me in my head about making fun of people with bad tattoos. Did you really get the Chevron logo tattooed on you? What's your second favorite place to get gas, you monster? Next time you see that dude with the swastika tattoo on his forehead and judge him for being a monster, that could be his wife. Maybe you're the monster, huh? Huh? Ever want to shoot a dead guy out of a cannon? I bring you the loved one launcher. And no, I did not make that up.
Life is a journey. The loss of a loved one can be overwhelmingly sad. The end doesn't have to be a boring ride to the cemetery. You can now celebrate the life of your loved one with a bang.
Oh, Jesus. Watch me, you're aiming that. This video, this product, it just reads like a bad SNL skit. For just $400, you can buy the Loved One Launcher, confetti and streamer add-ons, and CO2 cartridges sold separately. I don't think alliteration is the way to go. It's not Dr. Seuss time. A man is dead. If you pitch me on launching my loved one out of a glorified t-shirt cannon, don't start with the $5 stock footage. $400? This ad should be pristine. I can go to Home Depot and theoretically make a pipe bomb for $7. Slip some of daddy's ashes into that. $400, confetti not included, it should bring them back to life. This website that sells them, I don't know if they're ashamed of this product, but it's not displayed on the front page anywhere. Everything here is pretty standard, such as urns, many of the objects you can have ashes turned into, like we were talking about earlier. Most being pretty standard, except for all the way down at the bottom, you find this. Our generation can't afford grades. We hit the dead buddy bong and ponder the orb. I miss him so much. Oh my God. If smoking hash out of ash in a $400 funeral cannon doesn't excite you, cannons are not the only firepower you can turn your loved ones into. You can also get them turned into bullets. All the British people just turn the video off. Blimey, turn the telly off. We don't have a license to have a boomstick on the TV. Go Scotland Yard. Guards! God, seize him! A company named Holy Smoke, LLC, offers to place the ashes in pistol cartridges, rifle cartridges, or shotgun shells. It started with the owners of the company talking about what they wanted to be done with their bodies when they died. One of them said, I've thought about this for a long time and I want to be cremated. Then I want my ashes put into some turkey load shotgun shells, use those turkey load shotgun shells with my ashes to kill a turkey. That way, I will rest in peace knowing that the last thing that one more turkey will see is me, screaming at him at about 1,000 feet per second. You good, man? What did that turkey do? My soul will only be at rest if that turkey dies in agony knowing the weight of every sin on his head or his shoulders. It felt a little personal. A little bit personal. I must drag everyone down to them with me. I will not rest until they're all gobbling in hell. Trouble at home? You want to unpack that?
This dude is like the doom guy with ground nesting birds. Like, I think he has such a vendetta.
The doom guy with ground. He has one of those necklaces of gizzards. He's out there scalping turkeys. In In West Africa, in the country of Ghana, there's a practice of abebu adekai, or fantasy coffins. Coffins here are not just a fancy box, they're art. Starting in the 1950s, people started being buried in these sweet rides, commonly representing the deceased interests or occupation. A fisherman might get a fish, a construction worker a hammer. A man had some Russian clients and crafted a vodka-shaped coffin to some controversy. But let me tell you, there are some fantastic ones in here. There's a couple I couldn't even tell if they were a coffin for a second. It really hurts your ego when you spend a week making a coffin for a YouTube intro and then you see giant chicken coffin. There's some that are a little uncanny. They're still figuring out the lion technology. I don't know what's going on there, but something's going on there. If I die young, bury me in shrimp box, lay me down in comically large crab. These coffins really give insight into what the person was like or what they loved. They can tell a tale of the love for music or the love for the sea, or for the love of money, guns, cars, drugs, cigarettes, giant penis. Giant penis. This coffin was much discussed some years ago. The story going around was that the young woman was buried in this phallic-shaped coffin because she had 10 children with 10 different men. But this story is false. The actual reason is that a man named John Ni Ado Alote was buried in the casket. He was a wanzam, which in Ghana is someone who professionally circumcises baby boys. After the nuclear fallout, archaeologists are gonna dig these up and be like, we found this giant statue of corn and it has a lid, there must be buried treasure inside. Oh my dear God. Surely no one put a body in the giant shrimp. You're telling me a shrimp fried this body? Remember that popular meme where it'd be a video of someone about to die, and then it'd cut to a bunch of guys dancing with a casket? The origin of this video is also located in Ghana. There's a group called the Dancing Pallbearers, also known as the Ghana Coffin Dancers. They started in the early 2003 as a normal pallbearing service, but the owner thought of adding choreography to spice up a funeral by sending off your loved ones in style, adding to the more celebration of life aspect that Ghana tries to add to their funerals. I unfortunately could not find a video of these guys dancing with a giant chicken, but I did find something else. There are occasions of this going poorly. If you have a bunch of guys doing choreography and occasionally sick tricks and 180s, if someone is slightly off, it could cause an accident. Here we see the Ghana dancers executing a perfect routine. All is well, the guests are happy, until they attempt an advanced coffin dancing maneuver, the spin. They plant their feet to implement this evolved motion, but unfortunately, disaster strikes. Tragically, the coffin drops. And even more tragic, they probably didn't get paid for the day. This is probably why I couldn't find any videos of them dancing with a fantasy coffin, because the different shapes would cause complications. No, they're going for the spin. The tropical fish is too top heavy, it's suicide. I like how none of them pick it up or try to turn the coffin back over. It's like they all just walk away, like when you drop a glass in the kitchen and I just like, I'm not dealing with this right now. I'm going to bed, I'll deal with it in the morning. It makes it seem like they knew exactly who it was. Like in rehearsal, it was the same guy who kept messing it up. You'll never be a dancing pallbearer. Your legs are too stubby. You don't have the proper genetics to pallbear. You're only here because your father was a legendary pallbearer. This business will eat you up and spit you out, sweetie. You can't do a spin on your first day. It takes years of practice. Years. Have you ever wondered what happens to the bodies of the forgotten? If the old woman next door who outlived everyone she knew passed, if someone ran away from home that was estranged from their family lost their lives, if the friendly neighborhood homeless man who ever lovingly pisses on the same street corner stop sign drops dead, most likely if no family or close ones can be contacted, after 30 to 90 days, they'll be cremated and then put on a shelf to wait, sometimes for years, hoping that someday some family or friend will claim their remains. But many times, no one will. At some point, storage becomes an issue. So many locations will place ashes into a mass grave with the other forgotten souls. There are currently estimated 2 million unclaimed remains in the US alone. These remains bring us to our subject, Wayne Gilbert, who takes these unclaimed ashes and paints with them. How'd you get those, Wayne? I don't think you're supposed to have those. That's not yours. You can't just, where'd you get that? He started by making his first death painting with ashes using his uncle. After he ran out of uncle, he decided to make paintings from unclaimed ashes. It took him 6 months of searching before he could get his hands on some, which seems like a long time, but for getting a stranger's dead body, I feel like that's still a pretty good charisma check. Are they just handing them out to people? How did you get that? How many people did you have to bribe? What do you guys got in stock today? What? What about that? What about that on the top shelf? That looks nice. So this is a crematorium. Come on, don't be like that. It can be cool. Come on, we're friends. Sir, we can't just give you human remains. That is highly illegal. But I want them. No, sir. Is this Nazi Germany? I didn't know I was living in Nazi Germany. Were you the dead body police? Were you the can't have fun police? You can't have the fun with the dead body police? For 2 world wars. You can't have so we can paint with dead bodies. I'll just go over to the dead body park where they have all the bodies labeled with the courtesy of big stones. Some of these paintings are pretty good. If I died alone, I could see, yeah, this is cool. But I swear to God, if you put me in this painting, I hope you get locked up for desecration of human remains. If you turn me into the Minecraft dirt block texture and don't even have the courtesy of giving me grass, f you. And take the pepperoni off. What's that for? Who's that for? That's disrespectful. It's a sign of respect in Italy when we die. We turn them into giant, comically large pepperoni. It's what we do. What if things don't go exactly the way you wanted them to? What if at some point along the way, it's not just family that wants your remains? What if your decision is made for you? Some bodies are unfortunately stolen. One of the most famous cases being Albert Einstein's brain being cut into 240 pieces and occasionally kept in Tupperware containers like leftovers. Or in 1978, Charlie Chaplin's body being stolen and held ransom for $600,000 until he was returned and reburied in concrete to prevent his second theft. But a lesser known one of these stories is Napoleon's penis. What do they even teach in school? Napoleon's penis is one of the weirdest Wikipedia pages I've had to come across. After Napoleon's second exile to a second remote island, he passed to stomach cancer or possible poisoning. Allegedly during the autopsy, some accounts say it was an accident, some say he was bribed to do it, others say it was for revenge. The physician cut Napoleon's member off. The alleged penis was taken by his chaplain. It remained in his family until 1916. A book-selling company bought it, an average business expense for a book-selling company. But in 1927, it was presented at the Museum of French Art in New York. People from all around would come to see the eighth wonder of the world. Some described it as a piece of leather or a shriveled eel. Time magazine wrote it resembled a maltreated strip of buckskin shoelace. And Napoleon rolled in his grave and wept. It's not small. It's not small. I had an army. It's really cold in the afterlife. Okay? I wrote a book. You're a shriveled piece of buckskin. And I had an army. I had a freaking army. Darn you! Darn you! And that's actually where the term Napoleon complex comes from, which refers to shorter men who are quick-tempered because they had their penis cut off and displayed in a museum. Go ahead. Ask your short friend about his mutilated parts. He'll probably just get mad and defensive. Don't take it personal, for he is short and penisless. Just embrace him. Hold him like a baby, which will be easy because he is short and penisless. And tell him everything is going to be okay, which it won't, for he is short and penisless. In 1977, it was purchased by an individual named John K. Latimer for $3,000, who was a collector of strange death-adjacent oddities. Some of his most notable items being one of Hitler's cyanide capsules and some tools used in an autopsy when Lincoln was assassinated. The peni of Napoleon is just another feather in his cap, another member in his dream blunt rotation. He kept the bits under his bed in a suitcase. Doesn't matter if it's some baseball cards or a historical figure's cock, it's just gonna collect dust under the bed. Honey, don't buy that. You have plenty of abominations at home that you already don't take care of. No, look, it'll be different this time. I promise to feed it. I take it for walks every day, okay? How do you sleep with that thing under your bed at night? Good night. Sweet, sweet prince. When Latimer died in 2007, Napoleon's part was given to his heirs. After the daughter acquired the member, she was offered $100,000 for it. That's an appreciating asset. Sell the stocks, liquidate the 401k, run the crypto. It's all a scam. See this? See this right here? That's Gilbert Gottfried's gallbladder. I'll see you in the Bahamas in 10 years. Don't ask how I got it. Never ask a lady about her gallbladder requirements. the country of Taiwan, in the territory of Taiwan, there is a tradition, considered a religious practice even, to hire strippers for funerals. Unlike a strip club, in Taiwan there are also electric flower cars. They're trucks that have been modified to have bright neon lights, a stage, occasionally pyrotechnics, and of course, a safety fire pole in case there's a fire in the truck.
This electric flower car performer says that they do jobs at marriages, funerals, God's birthday, and when people have babies.
For baby showers and saying. Do a gender reveal, have like a stripper in blue, have another stripper in pink, have a mud wrestle. Looks like Cinnamon's got Crystal by the neck. Oh, but Crystal comes in with the chair. The electric flower cars are a newer addition to this tradition, but the practice goes back even to the 1800s. Funeral stripping originated and is most common in Taiwan, but it is unknown how the tradition came to be. We were horny and sad. Unknown. How could this have happened? The stripper just showed up and started dancing on me. What? What is the point of origin? You're doing great. Here's $50. Thank you. Just keep doing what you're doing. If I ever find who's responsible, I swear to God. It is seen as a way to honor the deceased. In Taiwan, the more people that come to your funeral, the better. So it's a good way to bring in the crowds.
Not only are they good for keeping the people entertained, but they're also used to keep the spirits happy during Ghost Month.
Ghost Month? Ghost Month? First the gays and the blacks get their own months, now the damn ghosts. What's this country coming to do? It's a rough joke. That's gonna get a death threat. Listen, I've never been to a strip club, and I probably never will. This is the only time I think I can do it. Give my coffin a lap dance. If it's an open casket, just do what you gotta do. Stripper comes up to me, he's like, oh my God, sweetie, what happened? Are you okay? Oh my God, that's terrible. Don't worry, this one's on the house. People say that it's a disrespectful tradition, but in America, when you usually get strippers, it's at bachelor and bachelorette parties right before you go get married. So you'll get grinded on and motorboat a stranger. Well, that's an insane tradition right there. I'd argue that it's even worse. Or you just go on a Tuesday, because why? You're horny? A man just died. That's the best excuse you're ever gonna get. That's a better use of resources. That's the time to drown in sorrow. He was such a good man. A loving husband and a loving father. I want you to bounce on it crazy style. God, why is it always the best of us? The legality of these traditions can be a tricky situation. Because strippers are so widespread there, such as weddings, funerals, many times at temples, it can lead to the problem that children are able to see. In this video, you can see a kid literally crawl onto the stage. But look, it's funny, he's got Mickey Mouse right there behind him, so. In fact, there's like 15 Mickey Mouses on this thing. Oh my God, Cinnamon has a hidden Mickey tramp stamp, look. In Tibet, there is a tradition. Some say it's gruesome, some say it's beautiful, but everyone says it's pretty metal. The body is placed on a mountain, stripped naked, and fed to vultures. Jator, also known as the sky burial, a tradition deeply rooted in Buddhism. In Tibet, people view the body as just a vessel, and when the soul leaves, the body is just that, a body, flesh, and should be used in an effective way. A way to be selfless and give back, even in death. The body is brought back to the funeral grounds, where it is stripped of clothes, and the rogyapa, body breakers, place the body face down, cut the body into pieces, dismembering them to make it even more digestible for the vultures, using knives for flesh, axes to separate the bone, and sledgehammers to crush it. Occasionally with the crushed bone, they mix it with yak butter, also make it easier for the vultures. Mind you, the family is here watching all of this. Okay, look, man, I know you gotta cut him up, but do you have to put my dad face down, ass up? Vultures are going, is that yak butter? You know just how I like it. You spoil me. Vultures in our culture are seen as harbingers of death, but in Tibet, they are somewhat sacred. A symbol of rebirth. Vultures don't hurt humans. They only eat what remains. A more accurate translation rather than the English definition of sky burial is giving alms to the birds. This symbolism shows itself in the belief that if more vultures show up, it's a good sign, as well as if they eat the whole body, and how fast they eat it are both seen as positive and can attribute to how well that person lived their life. It just goes to show that with a positive mindset, you can do anything. If someone's told me, yeah, I watched my dad get butchered, his arms and legs, chopped off, cut into tiny pieces, and then a bunch of vultures descended on him, rip him up, and feast on his entrails until there was nothing left. I'd be like, oh my God, are you okay? That must have been the worst thing that you could have had to ever see or experience. Are you fine? And they go, no, don't worry, they ate all of him. Not a scrap left. It's all good, man. It was like in 3 minutes. The new meta is to use yak butter. It gets the speed run down a fair amount. Gets you a sub 5-minute run. I told you this is good news, man. Lighten up. Be happy for your friends, dude. Don't be selfish. You know what? I hope your dad isn't completely devoured by vultures when he dies. You know what? I hope your yak butter goes sour. That was too far. I crossed the line. I apologize. I was angry. Out of everything to talk about here today, I would do this one. They probably wouldn't want to eat me. My scrawny ass would taste like a dead coyote on the side of the road full of microplastics and Gatorade. It gets my liver full of marbles I ate when I was 6. What is it? Is this a Chuck E. Cheese spider ring? What?
Did you see it? On the left-hand side.
Have you ever had someone pass and you just didn't want to say goodbye yet? Have you ever wanted to hold on just a little longer? In Indonesia, for the Toraja people, after a loved one dies, it's custom to keep them in the house until the funeral. Still dressing them, feeding them, praying with them. They basically took the whole trope of, he's not dead, he's just sleeping. They went away to a big farm. This is the farm.
For the Toraja people, if a body is in the home, they are seen as not dead, just very sick. So the family still shows them proper care as well as feeding them.
Listen, I don't want to be that guy. I'm no doctor. Look, when they're more California raisin than human, you might need to stop feeding them goldfish. You see that? You see that little blemish right there? Where you can see their eye socket because their eye has rotted away? That might not be the flu.
Because it costs money to upkeep a body, the poor only keep their loved ones for a few weeks, the middle class for months, and the high class for years.
Disgusting poor people. Having to give up their dead bodies after only 1 week. As a sign of my wealth, I make sure to have at least 10 bodies in the room with me at all times. Every piece of furniture in my house is a dead person. The lamp's an American, my wardrobes are French, the ottoman's from Turkey, the chandelier's Oriental. Some Asian dude just hanging from the ceiling. Help me, he's crazy. Get me out of here. Plus Oriental says that. I'm from Idaho. Well, I guess he would sound more like, what did you think I was about to do? Huh? What did you think that I was about to do? Shame on you. I was just itching my eyes. Oh yeah, just getting that itch out. Think about your thoughts. Eventually, when the family decides to say goodbye, they will have a funeral. And when that happens, it's time to pack grandma up. I don't know if I agree with the method of stomping on her like she's an overflowing trash can. There's some dude in the corner just smoking and he's like, yeah, up on a good. Nice and compact. I remember when I was a boy. I could jump on corpses all day. No one could stop me. I made my mother two-dimensional. She looked like a shag carpet when I was done with it. Nothing but a stain on the pavement. For the funeral, you get this cool thing, and then they killed buffalo, and unfortunately, National Geographic shows how cute it is, and then they cut to a dude hammer fisting a machete at its neck. It's pretty rough. I don't know if I can show it. Then they finally entomb the body, but this tradition doesn't end here.
Morning.
The ceremony of cleaning corpses. They occasionally return to the tombs and take them out again for a night on the town, where they can clean the body and redress them as a sign of respect and to remind people to show gratitude for your ancestors. What is this? What is this, Grandpa? Take this off. You're scaring the hose, Grandpa. There you go, Grandpa. Now you look good. That's clean. Beautiful. It's beautiful. Maybe put the arm down. There we go. Sheesh, Grandpa. Calm down, dude. Save some goodsy for the rest of us. I want to know all the Looney Tunes-ass situations people have gotten into while taking these selfies. No one's going to drop them or an arm's going to fall off at some point. Whoa. Oh, look. Oh, its head popped off. Isn't that... That's so funny. That's so good. Grandpa, put your head back on. You're embarrassing me. For my friends. Get your shit together.
This tradition allows families to be closer to their relatives, especially if they passed before they were born. A way to keep their ancestors close and in their memories for generations to come. A way for them to...
Did you... I got my guy zip tied to the wall. What is that? Is that a ratchet strap? Did you bungee cord Grandpa to the goddamn pillar? It's majestic. It's like Jesus on the cross. Actually, the nails couldn't have gone in his hand. It would have been too much weight. It would have ripped through. It was bungee cords around the wrists. Yeah.
All in all, death affects the entire world, and everyone deals with it in their own unique way.
I had an army.
What was that?
I had an army.
Oh no. Oh no, that can only be one thing.
An army I had.
It's the ghost of Napoleon's penis! Back to haunt me!
Oh, I had an army.
I know you had an
Oh,
army.
I was actually average height. Oh,
Oh wow, I didn't know that. That's really interesting, Napoleon.
I had an
Ah!
army.
Get back! Get back,
Army,
foul
oh,
beast!
oh.
Oh god, there's only one way out.
I had an army. Where are you going?
Thank you so much for watching the video. Please share it, and I'll see you on the other side.
An army I had.